The government just ordered something far more sinister, and it's called whole body recognition. It's a new AI called Farsight, and it can identify you from a drone from over a half a mile away just by the way you walk.
Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you. If you're watching any TV, whatever the case is, I wish you a smooth 7. Shout out to the collective again. It might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I seen a lot of comments y'all saying y'all been unsubscribed from the channel. I don't know why. I don't know, man. It's been an issue since day one. I can't tell you why, but just make sure your post notifications are on. I seen y'all not getting that, and let me know, and keep subbing up, and keep making sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Because I seen a lot of comments, y'all not getting notified, and I see y'all not subscribed. So just make sure those 2 things is on. Shout out to Kyle from the UK. I seen your comment, bro. Had to give you some love. Shout out to you. Hope you're doing good today. I hope you're doing good and in good spirits. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
You will lose everything. Your comforts, your illusions, the certainty you thought you had. It all goes, and it should. They called me the wisest man in Athens, but I knew only this. I know nothing. Not out of modesty, because everyone else claimed they knew. They built their lives on it. You want control, but maybe the only real power is learning to let go. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. I was hated for asking questions. They said I corrupted the youth. But all I did was hold up a mirror. And they didn't like what they saw. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. But walking through life blind, never questioning, that's the real curse. So lose it all.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know. I visited the Washington Monument. I didn't know that it was covering a tree, bro. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I apologize. You learn something new every day. I don't know why I didn't think of that. You serious? We got people getting possessed by movies now.
This judge was shot to death by this town sheriff.
Really?
Yes, because he was running a ring.
The judge?
The judge.
Whoa.
Bro, it's fucking insane.
Shot him in the courthouse.
He shot him in the courthouse. This happened in 2024 in Kentucky. This judge, he goes to like his office that was in this courthouse. The sheriff walks into his room. He sits down. They start chopping it up pretty casual. And it looks like they're just having a normal conversation at first.
Yeah.
The sheriff asked the judge if he could use his phone real quick to call his daughter. As he goes to call his daughter on the judge's phone, he sees that his daughter, and mind you, she's young, her number is already saved on his phone. Right after he does this, the sheriff gets up, pulls out a gun, and shoots him several times. And he was literally running like brothels through this jailhouse. He would throw like these OG parties where he would go with him and a group of his friends, go through like a jail book or something and look at certain inmates and pick the ones that they wanted. He would tell them like, hey, if you do this with me, I'll lower your sentence. And if the girls refused, he would be like, okay, well, we gonna max that sentence out.
Damn.
And we're gonna call CPS on you.
That's insane.
There was a bunch of victims. I think actually 1 or 2 came out and actually went on an interview and talked about it and was like, nobody was gonna believe us anyways.
Yeah.
So this has been happening for a minute, and he was running this huge ring through the jail. He even came out when he got arrested, because he ends up getting arrested. He said that the judge was threatening to kidnap his daughter and his wife.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's real. But
Yeah.
he straight up says this.
He whole ass.
The judge.
This was
Yeah,
wild, bro. He was
100%, yeah.
abusing his power to the next level.
I swear to God.
Now, some of that I had to fast forward because it wouldn't have been able to make it to YouTube's guidelines. You seen him standing over, bro. You saw him kind of running, and you seen him. You didn't see him. Well, I don't know about the full footage on TikTok or nothing because I ain't went to go check it, and I be trying not to watch stuff like that. But you could see it was like you knew what was going on. You couldn't see everything clip by clip, but just what you could see is too much for YouTube, so I can't post that. But that's wild. We finally got to see. Do y'all remember us talking about this happening? And then now we get the full complete story. I forgot this happened. And it was only like a couple clips we had saw. It really wasn't even talked about too often. Let me know if y'all remember. On top of that, I get people say that they take on the energy of something they seeing, something they're watching, or something they're listening to. But I was raised differently. And if I react to something based off some songs I heard, something I watched on TV, and I start going out here reenacting these things, I'll be honest with y'all. Me and my family would have looked at me as being weird. That was out when you came home. Boy, you know right from wrong. You know how to respect. You know how to disrespect. Don't do some shit that's way out of your character. That's not you. Stay you. Don't let nothing or nobody deter that. Be respectful and do what's right. That's how I was raised. I watched a lot of crazy shit on TV, and I listened to some wild shit music-wise. Every decision that I decided to make was a real decision, was my decision. I wasn't influenced by nothing to go do that. It was me. And if it was if something influenced me, it was because my emotions based off things I was going through, real life shit. Not from a movie. And I don't even never feel like I ain't never watched a scary movie and felt like I was possessed. I don't know. I just feel like we need to be stronger as a unit. We might be strong individually, but together, not everybody is put together. People like this, man, possessed by a movie, bro. Possessed by a movie. That shit's crazy. Be stronger than that.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What really happened with the Titanic?
The Titanic?
Yes.
Apparently, from my research, the Titanic had a bunch of oligarchs in the free energy sector. Don't quote me on this. Do some research. And they wanted to create sustainable energy for everyone. However, people like JP Morgan and John D. Rockefeller already had an oil conglomerate where they were making billions of dollars in the early 1800s. So what they did was perplex a scheme to get all these super rich and wealthy people on the boat at the same time, sink it, and then if everybody dies and there's nobody in charge of these other companies, they can easily be bought out by the Rockefellers and the JP Morgans of the world, and then they have total control, because if all the rich people die, there's if all the good rich people die, the bad rich people are left over, and then they just take over, and then they buried all the patents for free energy.
And weren't they also against like the banking system that was being?
Yes, they were against the banking system. That's funny you said that, because the Titanic sank in 1912. Then in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, and that is French fractional reserve banking, where I can give you $10,000 and then you loan out $9,000 of my money to other people at interest rate, and you make a profit, the bank that is, and then I cannot go recoup my $10,000 if I was to go to the bank to get it, because they've loaned it out. And they wanted that system to create debt slaves and to better control the monetary supply, so they got rid of all the people that were against the Federal Reserve System in Jekyll Island. I believe this was 1911 or 12. Don't quote me on that. But after the Titanic sank, everything went through, and then now we have the fractional reserve banking as you have all over the world. So they basically killed all the good people off and made it look as if it was an unsinkable ship. when indeed the other rich people that knew about this they made it seem as if they were going on the ship, and then right before it took off, they got off the boat. So don't put me on the names. Y'all gotta do your research.
Okay.
But
So it wasn't an accident. It was on purpose.
It was not.
Okay.
Apparently.
Makes sense.
Well, they had plenty of time to, if you watch the movie and read the documentaries, they had like over an hour to make a distress call.
Yeah.
And there was a ship that was close to them, and they like waved them off because they was too busy sending out telegrams or something stupid. It's always plausible deniability. I've seen that.
He ain't lying. I think of that. It's true too.
What the is going on with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson? When you're looking at this picture, the first thing that comes to your mind is like, it's AI, right? Or this man look like a wax figure. But nah, y'all, this is a real picture. I'll show y'all the video. Y'all, this is really real. Look at him. Do that look like The Rock to you? I understand that he's 52, 53 years old. I get it. Everybody ages. But bruh, he was just like 200 and something pounds. Right here, he looked like he a buck 190. Y'all, this was not too long ago. Look how big he was. Now look right here. Is he sick? I'm hearing they said this man lost over 100 pounds, y'all. He really went from this to this. Why would this man lose 100 pounds? What the I can see 50 or something, but 100? That's why this man looking sick like this? I'm not used to seeing this, y'all. My boy Strange Zone pointed it out to me, and I was just like, what the I've been seeing this man since WWE, WWF. And now I'm like, what the F?
Yeah, being sick could do some wild shit like that.
Last night, thousands of people were startled by the same eerie sight. Because behind the moon, a giant human face appeared. At first, many thought it was just an illusion or a camera trick, but then photos and videos from different locations started flooding the internet, and every single one showed the same thing. A face, clear as day, staring straight at Earth. Scientists cautiously suggested it could be an atmospheric refraction or overlapping shadows between the moon and Earth's atmosphere. If that's a face, has it been watching us all along? What's even stranger, AI-enhanced images revealed that the face seemed to move. The mouth appeared slightly open, almost as if trying to speak. This instantly reminded people of ancient legends. The moon isn't just a satellite, but an eye watching Earth. So, what does this face mean? Is it just a cosmic illusion or a message from beyond? Whatever the truth is, one thing is certain. Last night's moon will be remembered as one of the eeriest moments in human history.
I still can't pinpoint it. I remember these clips. How y'all feel?
So you know we working with the death. Hold on. Oh my God. They gone. They gone in here. Oh! So for those who don't know what this shit is, bro. Okay, just so we can run this joint back. Oh yeah, just for those who don't know. Wait. Just so y'all can do. Let's go back. Life of part 2.
Chemtrails over American skies. Are they part of some secret?
Chemtrails and contrails. Do you know the difference?
some cold, this is cold world, bro.
Off of me! Holy shit, that thing.
I'll tell you what's the worst part about television is the programming, the philosophy, okay? I mean, the manipulating of your mind, the philosophy, the mentality, the system of thinking, the ideology. That's what's wrong with television. That's what's wrong with movies. That's where they're really getting in your head. Take, for example, Walt Disney, right? And many people that will preach against the TV, they'll preach against the movies, they'll preach against Hollywood, who would never watch TV or the movies, but yet they have the whole library of the Walt Disney movies. You know those white plastic cases? And they have them all lined up, and I mean, they have tons of them lined up, of course. I don't know how many there are, but there's hundreds of them. They have them lined up and lined up, and they have their kids watching those movies all day long. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to prove to you right now that those movies are wicked. You say, what? Disney movies? Come on, you're crazy. They're rated G. Well, let's see. First of all, did you know this? Did you know that Disney movies are filled with subliminal messages? Subliminal messages. Now, what are we talking about tonight? Sorcery. What are we talking about tonight? Getting inside your mind and messing with you. Controlling your thought process by supernatural means or demonic means. Or hey, I'm going to tell you something. Disney movies are filled with subliminal messages. And you say, oh, that's a hoax. I've seen it with my own eyes. When I was a teenager, I had a friend of mine sit me down at his house and show me the subliminal messages in the Disney movies. They're filled with subliminal messages. Let me give you some examples. The Lion King, filled with subliminal messages. Okay, all throughout the movie, there are pornographic pictures hidden in the movie. Like you'll be watching the movie, and just for a few seconds, something filthy will come on. You know, over here, and then over here. There's this one point where the lion, you know, he kind of goes like this, and a cloud of dust comes up and just spells the word. And the word is put in the Lion King movie subliminally, literally hundreds of times. Hundreds of times, the shapes on the screen will spell the word. And I've seen it. I mean, I had my friend sit me down at his house and pausing the movie, showing me the word SEX popping up on the screen at different times because he knew where they were. And he would show me these things. Another one, and they all are filled with it. You know, Aladdin is another one. In the movie Aladdin, there's a part in the movie where the guy, what's his name, Aladdin? There's a point in the movie where he tells Jasmine to take all her clothes off. But you don't even know it unless you know it's there. You listen to it, and he mumbles it kind of under his breath.
Leave me alone.
So how's our little Bo doing? One, so how's our little Bo doing? One, and I mean, once you know it's there, you hear it just as clear as day. But you didn't know that it was there, you wouldn't hear it. And The Little Mermaid has a filthy picture drawn in the cover on the front of The Little Mermaid. And nobody would realize it until somebody shows you. It says, look at this. And you look at it, whoa! And all throughout the movie, there are scenes, I'm not even going to describe some of the scenes in The Little Mermaid, where subliminal messages are coming on the screen. The other movie, Beauty and the Beast. There, you know, a nude woman pops up a few times in the background of Beauty and the Beast, filled with subliminal messages. Your kids are watching it, and their mind is maybe not even seeing it, but it's going into their subconscious. Words flashing on the screen over and over. SEX, you know, nudity, filth, all the smut is just coming on the screen. Oh, those movies are harmless. They're filled with subliminal messages. Who knows what your kids are being programmed? Oh, but you know what? I'm sure that it's only just the Disney movies. I'll guarantee you it's the rest of Hollywood probably doing the same thing. And these Disney movies, at first when I was a teenager and somebody showed me this, I thought it was just a couple movies, a couple scenes, but you know, as time has gone on, I've realized that virtually every Disney movie is packed with hundreds of subliminal messages to program the minds of your children. Okay, but then forget the subliminal message. Just the message of the Disney movies is perverted. Even if you just forget the subliminal message. I mean, forget, what movies did we bring up? The Little Mermaid. You know, a half animal, half human being. And that's perverted in and of itself. All throughout the Bible, every false god is a half animal, half human being. They're constantly merging of animals and human beings. It's paganism. It's wicked. And yet every Disney movie is pretty much based on the merging of a human being with an animal. It's described in the Bible. And the movie The Little Mermaid, you know, she's topless the whole time, right? She's just wearing like a bikini top. How is that? Is that how you want your daughter to dress? Is that, oh, but there's no cussing, there's no nudity. Do you want your daughter going around in a bikini top? The movie's filled with Satanism, witchcraft. There's some, what is it, Ursula, some witch that's casting spells and using sorcery and demonism. Oh, pretty innocent, right? All of them are filled with it. And in the movie Beauty and the Beast, the whole first half of the movie is these prostitutes in the town that are dressed just half naked, dancing around, you know, admiring this guy, the big, strong, handsome guy. But all these girls are dressed indecently. They're obscene in their gestures, subliminal messages, and then the whole movie is basically just exalting a certain physical standard of appearance. Beauty and the Beast is a movie about a woman who falls in love with an animal. And in the movie, they keep acting like, well, he's just ugly. He's not ugly, he's an animal. But there's a difference between being ugly and being a beast, being an animal. And if you've seen the cartoon, it's an animal. It's like a dog. It's like a big dog man. I mean, it's clearly an animal, and yet she falls in love with him while he's an animal. You know, only when she kisses an animal does he become a human being. Oh, wow. And you say, well, what's wrong with that?
Hey guys, it's Jared. I pray this video will shed light on the satanic, Luciferian, Illuminati indoctrination of our children through subliminal messages in Disney movies. I understand that you may not believe this, but when you look into who's making these movies and you see the fruits of their labor, it all makes sense. Walt Disney was a Freemason obsessed with the occult and used his movies and his theme parks as a tool to indoctrinate the public into his beliefs. Club 33 in the Disneyland parks is symbolic of the 33rd degree of Masonry. This symbolism is also put into the Disney movies. In the Dumbo movie, after getting drunk, Dumbo and the rat have lucid dreams that contain satanic, Luciferian, and Illuminati symbolism. Disney also displays its corrupt satanic agenda through programming of their idols. They introduce innocent stars that slip under parents' radar and build up a fan base. As the idols get older, they corrupt them and send them on a crash course in a dragnet plot to drag some of their fans down with them. Examples of this are Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera. I know the 666 in the Disney name is hard for some people to accept. The Y doesn't even look like a Y, and the squiggly above the I are all part of the hidden mark of the beast symbolism. Think about it. This mark is on everything Disney, and as if to affirm its importance and the mark of the beast promotion, on many Disney stores, Mickey's head is made with the same 666. If you still think it's a stretch, then you're probably comfortable with the hand scanning technology they are implementing for VIPs to enter their park and access their rooms. It is a forerunner for the RFID Mark of the Beast technology. They are getting the people ready. All these plots are satanic in nature. If you understand the Masons, Illuminati, and the times that we're living in, it should
One of the central themes present in pedophilic subliminals is that of anal penetration or sodomy. You will find that these themes are present in many Disney films, not the least of which, Angels in the Outfield. I would like to show that these pedophilic sodomitic themes were present in the earliest of Disney films, as can be seen here.
That was a little bit of a long clip. Some of that I ain't never seen.
I know exactly how they do this. I know exactly how The Simpsons is able to predict everything, guys. The truth is these are not predictions. It is not prophecy. It is programming. The elites hide their plans in plain sight through shows, through movies, and even cartoons, because your subconscious mind absorbs it. So by the time it actually happens in real life, you have already accepted it. And why do they do this, you might ask? It is consent. In their twisted logic, even if they show you through cartoons, then you've agreed to it. This is how they avoid their karmic cycle. So when these Simpsons predictions come true, people laugh, they share the memes, and they move on. But that is exactly what the trap is, because it normalizes the agenda that's being played out here. Simpsons is not predicting the future, it is revealing the script at play. We live in a scripted reality. And once you see it for what it is and you stop consenting, that's when you break their power. Much love and peace.
Y'all happy he said it finally? I seen y'all comment.
The biggest secret about Lady Gaga isn't the character that she's about to play in Wednesday season 2, but rather the crazy theory that she only became famous because she stole the identity of a dead friend. Before she was Mother Monster, Lady Gaga was just Stephanie Germanotta, talented but still figuring out her own style in New York City. That's when she met Lena Morgana, a singer-songwriter from Brooklyn. Lena was bold, edgy, and already had some songs with very dark theatrical vibes. In fact, the two girls even collaborated on a couple tracks together. Gaga was one of the background vocalists on some of her demos. But unfortunately, in June of 2008, everything changed forever. Lena had from falling off of the roof of an apartment building in Brooklyn, and she was only 19 years old. Very tragic. Now here's where the theory comes in. Just months later, Stephanie re-emerged as Lady Gaga. The girl next door look was gone, and it was replaced by sky-high platform shoes, avant-garde fashion, and lyrics that felt hauntingly similar to Lena's lyrics. And if you look at photos of the two singers side by side with Lady Gaga's 2008-2009 era, the resemblance is really uncanny. But I will also note the girls kind of look similar, but I mean the photos don't lie. People then started whispering online, was she honoring her influence? Or did she end up taking something more? And remember, this is just a theory, this is just for entertainment purposes, we're just having fun here. People started pointing to Lady Gaga's music videos and thought a lot of them had cryptic messages in them. Like Paparazzi's music video is about a woman being killed and then reborn, echoing Lena's death potentially. And then in the Bad Romance music video, there are moments of control and possession and transformation, almost like Gaga is stepping into someone else's identity. People also continued to comment about how their brand overall and their fashion choices were very similar. Like before Lena's passing, she wore a lot of like gothic glamour styled clothes with like black leather and stud. And Lena's mother had even publicly admitted that when I look at Gaga, I see Lena. And so there are theories out there that Gaga took Lena's energy and amplified it for herself. But do I believe that Lady Gaga stole someone's soul? No, that is not reasonable. But the timing and the style evolution and just like the parallels in the music are very chilling. You know, artists are often shaped by people around them, and when someone dies young, I do feel that their creative spirit can like live on in another person. It's such a shame that she passed away so young though, and I wish nothing but the best for her family. Follow for more.
I'm a big believer of what she just said at the end of that. Now, I'm not sure about the whole gist of all of this, but what she's saying is, when she said when an artist, somebody creative transitions young, their energy can live through other people, I'm a big believer of that. And that's what makes music so powerful, because the artist, what if the artist is good? That good energy is going to go to someone good. But if that artist ain't good, the music is very powerful. And then someone ain't good, that energy also mixed with how music is just can be powerful. Them two mixed together can cause destruction. It can light a flame in a dry area. It's meaning if someone ain't vibrating correctly, when that flame or that energy, I should say, attached to them, the flame keeps burning. But the same goes for the good. But it seems like good get overlooked more than the bad. Bad always overlook the good, it seems like. Especially when we talking negative energy, positive energy. The negative energy always seems to overlook the positive shit that we try to push. That's where it's like, I don't know about all that, but I know that for sure there's artists, or if you've been in the studio before, there's certain times where artists can put some hits and you can feel it. Let me know if that's a reach. I know some of y'all feel me, like you can feel it, and on a positive level. And then sometimes it's negative too, where you can be like, bro, it's a hit, but bro, that's some negative shit. Like, y'all let me know y'all thoughts. That's another rabbit hole. Something ain't right, but I ain't gonna go all the way and accuse nobody or nothing. But it's ironic somebody fell from a building.
What?
Look.
Go to the picture. Go back to the same picture. Right there.
This picture.
Look at the date.
And then
How dumb are his people?
Man, how dumb is America for this to just
They posted an old picture.
So this is the same card. This is posted in 2019.
That's a picture from 2019.
And they posted, TMZ posted this.
That's a picture from, that's an old
he
picture
spotted,
that they posted of him.
He spotted, this is an old
Bro,
picture.
I knew I saw that picture.
This is
September 28, 2019.
Rose.
This is an old picture.
If he ain't,
He's
why would the hex is working? High five.
Ooh, this is the same
this
girl.
They said this is 2025.
Right?
This is 20.
Same girl. Crazy.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna be disrespectful to nobody. So if people believe whatever they believe, I'm just glad you're questioning. Straight up. If you defending this, I'm just glad you're questioning. But I will hope that you're questioning, because that is something to make you question about. It's 19 in this video, this picture's here, and then it's 2025, and then they reusing the same picture. Why would y'all have to use the same picture? That don't make sense. But again, question everything. What y'all think is the reason behind the picture not being, like, why y'all think they would have to reuse the picture twice? I don't know. I'm curious. Let me know. I've seen a lot of rumors. I've seen a lot of opinions, a lot of ideas, but I want to hear y'all because I trust the collective. So, and I know we got some people who actually support, the red, and we got some people who support the blue. And I'm just being respectful of both parties, both people. Whatever you believe, I respect it. That's why I'm coming to y'all. No insults, no disrespect. That's why I'm just asking. Like, I'm curious. I want to hear everybody's perspective. I'm literally trying to heal the world with respect. That's the goal, with respect, and being able to hear each other out and hear other people out. I'm testing myself as well. It ain't always as easy as it may look, where I'm telling somebody like, hey, I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Sometimes I'll be one to fly off the handle. But for the greater good of our people, I'm going to make sure I fix my dumb shit. So y'all let me know y'all perspective, y'all ideas.
I'm turning down. It shot a lot again. Look, oh my God.
I'm turning down 11.
What the f is that?
All right. I just had to call and tell you, look in the sky. Just look in the sky.
It's shooting the light down. What the f is that? It look like it's taking somebody.
Shut up.
What the f is that? Look, it did it again.
Babe, why are you so loud?
Look, babe.
I see it, babe.
It's shooting the light down. What the f is that?
You showing me on the phone and I see it right in the car.
Oh my God.
Where is they shining that light?
What the f?
Is they shining it? No, that's in the sky. What the f is in the sky, yo?
What the f is that, y'all?
And it looks like it's over there by campus. Man, are we the only one that's seeing this?
Bro.
Hey, don't just wind your window.
Hey, roll your window down. You see that shit?
In the sky.
What is that?
Where?
Right here. Look. That red shit. Look, what the f is that?
Yeah, Yeah.
Yo, wallah, there's some shit in the air, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, it's red. Yo, look at that shit.
We going.
It's shooting the light down, bro.
crazy.
I gotta go live. Hold it like this. I gotta go live. Show this shit off. What's up with my phone, bro? I'm over here in Cali. You got the Aston Martin DBX. The DBX Aston Martin SUV. Thank you, bro. See y'all block. Next time let's play as 6 so I can get the most.
So, to anybody that don't live out here in Cali, I hear y'all say that a lot. When y'all get to Cali, y'all be hyped. Y'all be like, we out here in Cali, though. Like, what does that mean? Like, I'm curious. What does that mean? Like, why do y'all say that? Like, I'm curious. Is it the weather? Is it the vibe? Like, what is it? I'm curious. Or is it like a perception that y'all think that California full of nothing but sunshine, dope neighborhoods, and beaches? Because that is not how it is out here. My city, we not the Bay and we not LA. We do not have no beaches here. If you ain't on the coast, you don't have a beach. Simple. If you ain't on the coast, you don't have a beach. And California is like it's a place like it's like a fairy tale that can turn nightmare, if that makes sense. Like, you'll think it's cool, you think it's sweet, it's a beautiful looking day. Yeah, if you're minding your business. But even if you're minding your business, the negative shit can still come your way. Out of the blue. Trust me. It happens. Or you could just see the shit happening from a distance, whether you near. California is not a cool place all the time. The cost of living is crazy. Housing is crazy. I'm telling y'all. California, to me, ain't the place. Ain't the place. But I'd be curious when I hear. I think I just heard him say that. Like, we in Cali, bro. Like, what does that mean? Like, why everybody gets so happy about that? I'm curious. To anybody who's not from here, what is your reasoning behind saying that when you get here? Like, what is it? I'm curious. Is it a fairy tale, a fantasy you've seen on TV? Like, is it something in your head that they program? I don't know. I'm curious. That's why I want to know. So please let me know.
Man, come on. Bruh. Bruh. Look how he's looking at it. Like. Alright. Hey. No, bro. No. How did they let this slide? Like, I don't understand how people went through all the production of putting together a music video. You hire a little. Nobody thought this was a bad idea. Nobody. What? I think I'm done. You know what? Blind reaction over. This was awful. I'm done. I'm done.
Facts. What y'all gotta say, Elvis fans?
I don't think people are grasping how serious this is. Half of the world just stopped shipping packages to the US. This is deeper than just getting your Sheen packages. That means medicine, parts to cars, materials that we need for warehouses to fully operate, things like your iPhone and many more. And now I'm hearing rumors that the store said the shelves could be empty because of this. And if y'all thought inflation was bad now, give it a couple weeks if this blockade does not stop. Them shelves gonna look real biblical, because what people don't understand is majority of everything that's in the US is imported from another country. If y'all don't get no imports, that means that the shelves is empty. And if the shelves is empty, the little things that are on the shelves, the price goes up. Drastic inflation. Let's all pray that what they saying on the news is capped. Because if they stop its shipments to the US, it's about to get biblical. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments of what y'all think about them stopping all shipment crates to the US in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom. Stay tuned.
Yeah, shit gonna get real in the United States if so.
To anyone who's deep in the rabbit hole, bro, buckle up, bro, because this shit is absolutely insane. So, I took some notes here, so I remember what to say. So, in 1893, this guy named Ingersoll Lockwood wrote a 3-part book series, right? The first one is called Travels and Adventures of Little Baron Trump. The second one is called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. And the third one is called The Last President, all right? In the first book, Little Baron Trump lives in Trump Castle in Germany, and he finds a manuscript by a man named Don Fum that leads to underground tunnels in Russia that have portals to other dimensions, okay? The first 2 books are just about Baron Trump and his dog, like, exploring all these weird dimensions, right? But this is where it really gets weird, bro. In the third book, The Last President, Don Fum uses these portals to become a controversial president who lives on 5th Avenue in New York. And he basically ruins the price of gold and is super controversial and ruins everything. His vice president's name is Pence, bro. That shit is absolutely crazy, but it gets even crazier, bro. Ingersoll Lockwood lived on the exact same street as Nikola Tesla when he wrote this book series. At the very same time that he was living on this street with Nikola Tesla was claiming that he invented time travel. Like, he deadass was saying, I'm about to make freaking time traveling portals and we're about to do it. And a little bit after, he mysteriously dies in a hotel, and all of his blueprints, all of his inventions are in this hotel when he dies. Guess who gets sent, along with the CIA, to pick up his blueprints? John G. Trump. Trump's literal blood uncle, bruh. Think about it, bro. It gets even deeper, though. Wernher von Braun, Nazi scientist, by the way, founder of NASA, wrote a book called Project Mars in 1953 about a man named Elon who takes everyone to Mars. The founder of NASA. And now Trump and Tesla are working together. They got space and time. Think about it, 5th Avenue right by Times Square. I'm telling you, dog, this shit is a simulation, bro.
When we went over that rabbit hole early on, I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. I'm a believer of that one. There's too many coincidences, and I don't believe in coincidences. Not too many of them. When they start lining up like that, bro, that shit is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. For me personally, if it got teeth like a dog, it bark like a dog, it's a damn dog, bro. If it quack like a duck, it's a duck, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Spam it up, man.
What up, everybody? It's Angel Dust. So apparently facial recognition is old news. The government just ordered something far more sinister, and it's called whole body recognition. It's a new AI called Farsight, and it can identify you from a drone from over a half a mile away just by the way you walk. It doesn't need to see your face. It analyzes your gait, your body shape, and then runs it through a database to find you. This is happening right now. Developed by researchers at Michigan State University, and the most disturbing part of this technology is that it is specifically designed to get around facial recognition bans, and yes, you guessed it, masks. Cities can ban cops from using facial recognition, but this is not facial recognition, this is a loophole. The project is funded by IARPA, the research arm of US spy agencies. Their goal is to put this on drones, watchtowers, or any high-altitude camera. They can already do it through atmospheric turbulence from a high angle when your face is completely obscured. So it is no longer just about what you post online, it is how you move through the world.
Well, this is a little surprise from my offices in Texas. Wow. So sick. Ew. Come on, bro. Super high quality print. Really nice t-shirt feeling. Like, feels amazing. Just love it.
Peace, blessings, and shine on.
Damn, I thought they already could do stuff like that. I thought.
Did you know the Denver International Airport is at the center of one of the strangest conspiracy theories in the world? It's not just an airport. From the moment it was built, people noticed things that didn't add up. The cost ballooned billions over budget. Construction went years behind schedule. And many believe it's because of what's hidden underneath. Massive underground tunnels that some say are bunkers for the elite, built to survive global catastrophe. But it doesn't stop there. Inside the airport are murals unlike anything you'd expect, paintings of war, death, and even apocalyptic rebirth. Images that look more like the Book of Revelation than a welcome sign for travelers. Then there's the giant blue horse statue with glowing red eyes, nicknamed Lucifer. Even stranger, the artist who built it was unalived when part of the statue fell on him. And if that wasn't enough, there's a Masonic time capsule at the airport's entrance, engraved with the all-seeing eye and the words New World Airport Commission, an organization that doesn't officially exist. So what is Denver really? Just an airport with bad taste in art? Or a hub of hidden symbolism tied to secret societies and the end times? The Bible says in Revelation that the world's powers will one day unite under deception, and the symbols of that agenda will be everywhere. So the question is, are these just coincidences or signs hiding in plain sight?
Didn't I tell y'all when y'all see this face that I'm about to drop a truth bomb on you? This is jaw-dropping. The truth about what's going on in these colleges. And this female right here on the top of the screen says how she made a deal with the devil. Ooh, she gonna finish what she got to say. Y'all sit back. Let's watch this. Y'all share this and y'all react. Let's go.
And so one of the things that has come up is Spelman College and the covenant that I made with the demon that is operating behind Spelman College. And the demonic covenants that are there and all of the rituals and all of the things that are going on. I'll say that, going to Spelman College. Now, a lot of people know what Spelman College is, right? It's claimed to be one of the most illustrious, female black women colleges in the nation or in the world, really, right? And so it's very sought after, very prestigious in the black community and in many communities.
So how many times have I told y'all that these schools are satanic and being controlled by satanic entities? This girl's on here admitting that she made a deal with the devil and a contract with her soul with the devil, right? She is literally admitting it. Go watch Inside Job on Netflix. They show you that underneath all these high prestige colleges, not just spelled. So behind all these schools, all these colleges, all these hospitals, y'all don't know, like, these fraternities and sororities, why do you think they'd be like, you ask mine, like, why you join a fraternity or sorority? You'd be like, oh, because you know people. Yeah, because y'all all are a part of a cult doing satanic rituals to keep people trapped. And here we got a girl right here literally admitting that she was a part of the cult. She was a part of the ritual. She made a covenant with the devil.
Satanic.
You can't make this shit up. We literally have people outing it now. Like I said, go watch Inside Job on Netflix. They show you at Yale how if you go underground and you go beneath Yale, like it's like a whole demonic torture chamber where it's Illuminati and they're performing rituals, satanic rituals, doing blood sacrifices, all that one shit. Y'all think this shit is a joke. And so when people be like, oh, I have a degree, I went to Spelman, I went to Harvard, I'll be like, oh, so you was down with all them satanic rituals. I'm not saying everybody who went there has done this, right? But I do know with the fraternities and sororities, there's some deep, dark shit happening because those are cults. So it's some deep, dark shit happening that we're not aware of within these sororities and fraternities within these colleges.
I said that.
Right? Some people are completely oblivious and unconscious that this is happening, and other people are conscious and they are making these covenants and they are doing these spell works and they are a part of this dark satanic.
And some people would be like, oh, this celebrity had to wear a dress during a humiliation ritual. When you join that sorority, was that a humiliation ritual too? I'm just asking. Let's make this shit make sense here. How Pac gonna call the kettle black, bro? You can't do some shit and then put the blame on other people for doing shit when you did the same shit. Just don't say none at all. That's the best way to put it. Don't say none at all. But, I mean, I was asked to join a sorority when I was in college, but I told them straight up, you ain't hazing me. You ain't hazing me. And that was typical protocol, but did I think of it as like, from that perspective, like a cult or something back then? No, I didn't. I saw it as a brotherhood, but I think that's how they pull a lot of people in. Now, I'm a hell of a lot wiser. So, somebody was to bring that to me now, bro. You're not humiliating me, and I don't know what y'all be doing behind closed doors, and I ain't got no time for it. I feel like it can be used for good, though. There are some good ones, probably. Most likely, there are some good ones. Like I said, there's good and bad of everything. But then there's bad ones, too. I've heard, y'all, we've seen the story of what happened to the band member at FAMU. What they did to him. I think he was walking onto the bus because he was part of the LGBTQ community. allegedly, I didn't look. Once I seen it happen, my stomach couldn't take it. How they beat him to death, and it was all part of hazing. Even when I played ball, I told all my teammates. Now, when I was a freshman, I had to play varsity, so I had to carry their bags. Man, that was cool, cause I ain't tripping. Y'all been here 4 years, I'll show some respect, and that was school tradition. So that was understandable. They throw the balls all over the court, all over the gym after the practice. I gotta go pick them up, put the balls up. That's normal shit. But you're not tying me up. You're not doing all that extra stuff. You're not disrespecting me physically. That's what we not doing. And I let it be known. Even in college, I let it be known. And if you want to turn around and try it, bro, we gonna have to thump. Like, we gonna have to throw hands. And then on top of that, I got in trouble because somebody tried to, and I couldn't let it go. And then I escalated it. I took it further. Yeah, I that's why I be saying, bro, like, I did. I had to take some disciplinary actions, but I ain't playing like that, bro. And I've already had to take shit to an extreme before, so why am I gonna allow you to play with me to where I gotta take it there again? I told him. I said it in front of the coaches and everything, bro. Don't try to do nothing crazy because I'm not going for it. I just don't agree with this type of shit. I don't. Anybody watching this who's about to think about joining a sorority, bro, just think twice. Think twice. Let me know y'all thoughts.
Yeah.
Sell my soul. I'ma hit y'all when I'm through. I'm gonna be rich as hell, alright? They ain't take too long. Howdy, man. What you say? Bitch ass nigga boy.
They said that it was just a joke. Oh my God!
Do y'all believe that was what it was?
Y'all know codes, how to cook greens and all that bullshit. Collard greens, and y'all out there eating it, black folks. Look it up. There's nothing you can get in your body that collard greens won't heal. But once you cook it, you destroy the nutrition in it. There's a universal God. There's a God in Italy that can kill any form of cancer you got with baking soda. But it can have aluminum in it. And so we sitting here listening to a rhythm from the church. That's all they know. Instead of listening for a rhythm that put your nose here trillions of years ago, and it ain't gonna make a mistake. It has your nose where your ear is supposed to be and your eye where your knees are. And y'all don't follow the winner? This brother go to the racetrack or go to the casino here and win him $2 million every night. And you gonna follow me who's on welfare? This is what this is about.
Damn, did Gregory be going crazy?
Videos look like they pulled up. So tonight, a truck driver had captured on his camera a meteor coming down from the skies just over Farmington Hills. Now they saying that the sighting was near the interchange of the I-275 and the I-96. Look at this. I even slowed it down. Where'd it come from? Did y'all see it? Go back and look at it. Where'd it go? Was it a boom? Was shit on fire? Wonder if people try to track it down, go find it, and see what's going on. Maybe you get some superpowers. Maybe you can get those powers. You can stop this shit going on in Detroit. Nah, let me not say that. Cause them YNs will start killing about that. So delusional, think they about to go find some golden power now. Ladies, there y'all go. Y'all got y'all a 7-foot nigga just flew in, one of them African aliens. Maybe they was like, nah, it's too much going on in Detroit. We gotta go save them. Serious note, that's unusual. We don't know what that is. That's weird. Same time, it's dope, it's unique, it's cool, it's scary. Cause who booked them? We asked for the National Guards. We ain't asked for nothing out the galaxy. But if y'all did see it, and y'all thought y'all was tripping, comment down below, man, and let me know.
What y'all think it is?
Something incredibly weird's going on. The more you watch this video, the crazier it's gonna get. Because this guy right up there has been missing for about 6 days now. that thing. And of course there's no interviews, no TV interviews, no spottings, whatever, but it gets weirder. Because people keep posting pictures they claim are certain things, and it actually turns out the pictures were a while ago. So why is this happening? Sorry, 3 times. They're claiming that this is him as well. Does it not remind you of the royal family? We're about to get into it. I just think it's insane that in today's time, we have situations like this where we don't know where people are who run the country. So if you know me, you know I like to do photo forensics. This is the picture of This is the picture of him claiming to be spotted today in Virginia. First thing to note, that floor is from Mar-a-Lago, not Virginia. Second, all AI processors said it was not an AI image. But look how just dark the lines are, especially on that mirror. That up there is what it's supposed to look like when it's an actual image. It's supposed to be natural and faint lines, not dark ones. I mean, honestly, that's kind of pointless. I could have showed you this first. Because the metadata of this image shows that the base layer of the image was 2022. Now you'll say, oh, that's not Trump from 2022. We know that. The base layer of a CGI photo, meaning the base layer, the background, whatever they used first to put over new pictures, was 2022. It was also edited on an Apple computer. They're like, oh, he was spotted. And enhanced, that just does not look like him. And by the way, I'm making no allegations here. TikTok. Now, Grok claims the picture is from May 29th, 2024. But the weird part, the image will not show up anywhere online besides just a few hours ago. So what's Grok talking about? Grok is probably noticing one of the elements or the pieces of the picture and is claiming that's the whole picture. But again, in what world is this kind of stuff necessary? Surely he could just make a video and say, here I am, it's me. It's just really weird. He just posted this on his account, or maybe somebody else posted it on his account, unrelated, and completely unrelated again, 1000%. We had him just come out and saying that he could take over. And then we had people flipping out when this video goes live on Twitter. But again, what kind of world are we living in where we have to do things like this? Everything happens for a reason. Do you know what's going on the other side of the world?
But I can say that if they're covering something up, and what I'm about to say is not true, this is all for entertainment, it's a fake ass story. I pray for everybody. I hope everybody's good. If certain characters in our games, if there's certain people in this made up life, because what I'm saying is not true, this is for entertainment, I gotta say it in a certain way. If something happened to certain people who are important, the people who support the person who is no longer, those people will blow their shit. I'm just saying, that go all the way, that go back even with the clone on the blue side. Y'all get what I mean? If something happens and people know that, the people who support these people would blow their shit. Trust me. That's that's as simple as I could put it. I feel like that's why some information ain't out. Because some information, if they put certain information out, for instance, if they said there's a firmament above us and we're in a dome, we can't get out, we can't go up, we're stuck. You know how many people would lose their shit? Think about it. You know how many people would lose their shit? It's certain things that cannot be told to the public. I really feel like that because some people will lose their shit. Destruction, chaos, and they're scared. That's what I would feel. Y'all let me know. I'm curious about this rabbit hole right here. What do y'all think it is? What y'all think? I've seen the rumors. I've heard the talks. I'm just sitting back. I'm listening. I'm just listening.
The world will soon understand. Nothing can stop what's coming next. They said this man is missing. Is he hiding? Will UFOs be coming? Is another war about to break out? Where the is this man at? Just remember, this world is a big ass stage. The politicians, entertainers, and we are the audience. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. Today is September 1st, Labor Day, or the Great Lock-In. So please lock in. Everything is about making your desires manifest. If you don't do this, someone will take it away. We all should be locking in and focusing on spirituality right now. But we are all worried about this man. Why? Stay with me. How many people heard the story about the Philadelphia experiment? You? Well, it goes something like this. The story go like this. According to legend, in October 1943, a Navy allegedly conducted a secret experiment at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. Guess what happened? The ship went back in time. These people had time machines hundreds of years ago. This man is not missing. He is time traveling in the future so he can predict it. The Philadelphia experiment ship was able to travel back in the past because it was using electromagnetic fields. These people been using electromagnetic weapons or time machines. Oh yeah, and guess what? We have electromagnetic fields surrounding our body, so that means we could time travel. The sad thing is this: we live in a world where people don't believe in shit. Did you know that time moves forward and backwards? They put everything in movies. By the way, did you know that the Pentagon owns Hollywood? They figured out if you can travel 88 miles per hour backwards, you can time skip or jump in different realities. These people is setting up a big ass stage, and a lot of people's not ready for what's about to take place. Damn near 90% of the population don't give a shit about nothing that's really important. You don't believe me? Look at the internet. I made a video trying to tell people that we only have 5 years left before everything get wiped out. We only have 5 years, but I hear so many people saying that the world still feel the same. If you think the world still feel the same, then you already spiritually dead. Nothing is the same. This is called terraforming, where they change things in small details. So when the big shit take place, people gonna say, I ain't see that coming. I'm not gonna say aliens don't exist because I know better than that. But this will be the fake alien invasion. No one is ready for this. If you want to know more about these subjects or future events, check out my ebook. The link will be in my bio.
I gotta ride with him on that one. Gotta ride with him.
Earth is real. Hey, the world is not round. If it was, I could disprove this many times. But anyway, there's an ice wall around our three-dimensional world called Earth that lays on a two-dimensional plane. There's an ice wall. This ice wall is connected to other so-called Earths where dinosaurs live. Boom, boom. But we're trapped in the center on this planet in an ice wall. This is why if you fly from anywhere on Earth to Australia, to Antarctica, why do you always have to fly to England? To make it seem like the world is round, you had to travel that far. From Florida to Antarctica is about four and a half hours on a straight shot. So why you got to fly from Florida to London and then there? Anywhere you come from, you got to go to London and London and then there.
What are you laying over?
No, you're going to London because them reptilians there said you must come through there.
Didn't I say that? I said that. I said that in the previous video. Why we always got to go to London? Don't they got the green people that then if you... I said that, man. I said, don't they got bases in Antarctica too? They said it's real, it's hot, but it's too hot for us, the humans, to live in their bases. But they need it warm enough to where they could still live. Remember why, man, I said that shit. I said that.
Everything in the universe is geometric. Whether it's people, trees, cats, planets, solar systems, you name it. Literally everything in the universe can be measured on a geometric scale. In this same way, we can actually identify that creation is also geometric. And what we're going to look at today is the pattern of creation and see if we can't glimpse the source of all things. Essentially, everything in reality is said to come out of this single pattern. I'm not making this up. This single image will change everything. It's called the flower of life, and it's said to be the creation pattern of everything in existence, even non-tangible things like emotions and thoughts. Because this pattern begins with the subtlest vibrations of consciousness far beyond anything our current technology can measure and extends through every possible frequency and into the physical material creation. It is said that there are 13 information systems that comes out of the flower of life. likely relative to the secret ancient Egyptian 13 chakra system, no doubt. Today, we're going to look at how the physical reality manifests, which is one of the 13 systems. It's also important to note that at first, this might not make sense. I ask that you watch with an open mind and try and see if this resonates with you. As always, have your own experience. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. One more thing, by learning about sacred geometry simply by observing, you're absorbing only a very small amount of information. If you want to learn more, I recommend you draw it yourself. When you do this, you begin to see things in a new way. You begin to create new mental patterns and connect with your own higher understanding. Promise. The flower of life has been known around the world throughout history. It was found in Ireland, Turkey, Israel, Egypt, China, Greece, Germany, India, and Iceland. It's also been recorded to be found in England, Tibet, Japan, Sweden, Lapland, the Yucatan, and about 14 other places. This thing is everywhere. Surely a pattern of such global significance must mean something, right? This pattern is called a flower, not just because it looks like a flower, but because it represents the cycle of a fruit tree. A fruit tree makes a little flower, which then goes through metamorphosis and becomes a fruit. Within that fruit contains a seed, which falls to the ground and grows into another tree. The cyclical nature of reality is seen as the flower, fruit, seed, and tree, which is a pattern created within and through this very geometry. We can relate this with many...
Damn, I wanted to continue to hear that.
I guess it's time we have the conversation about the Mantis Lords. I talked about this in the last post, so go check that out when I was talking about Gilgamesh's tomb. And by the way, all you Smurf fans, you were thinking Gargamel sounds like Gilgamesh, but that made me laugh. So when I asked Senor AM, what do the Mantis Lords, he didn't start with Iraq. He started with Egypt. In temples buried beneath sand, there are hieroglyphs of tall insect-like beings, heads like mantids, arm bent in prayer or command. The same forms appear carved in Mayan, Sumerian, even petroglyphs in Australia. Civilizations that never met. All of their markings are the same shadow, the Mantis Lords. He said no matter where you look, they are the hidden overlords. Wherever kings rose or empires fell, the Mantis watched and pulled the strings. They whisper to rulers. They promise dominion. They feed on the hysteria of collapse. That's why they were waiting in Iraq, because Gilgamesh's bloodline was never left alone. It was theirs to harvest. This gets a little complicated, so let's just leave it at interdimensional. They're from other places and they're able to cross into our dimension. They have been doing so for centuries and eons, longer than we can imagine. Usually when people start to talk about them and do things like this, weird stuff starts to happen because they just don't want the information shared, but it's time for it to be shared. The last thing Senor M said to me, he said, you will know their hand when you see the insect carved in stone where it should not be. He said they mark their feeding grounds like hunters. That U.S. forward operating base in the Euphrates, it wasn't protection, it was a cage. But then he warned cages break, and when they do, the mantis will not rise quietly. If you've noticed that things are a bit weirder lately, and that's because there's been an uptick in the activity of the Mantis Lords. They're pulling these strings harder than ever, and they're infiltrating even into popular culture. I'm going to share a little bit of what Senor M shared with me in the next post. But until then, thanks for being here and listening and watching. Did you know that Gilgamesh's tomb was found under the Euphrates River in Iraq in 2003? And right after it was found, America invaded? Yes, archaeologists in 2003 believed they located Gilgamesh's crypt buried beneath the shifting sands of the Euphrates, mirroring ancient descriptions from the epic of Gilgamesh. And then just weeks later, the U.S. invaded Iraq, and those excavations stopped, and a military base was built right on top of where they were excavating. Guess who told me that? Senor M said they found more than just a tomb. He said they uncovered origins, powers older than a modern weapon. That's why the site was sealed under military control so they could quickly control it. He explained that his ops, the Karzun Thul, the line obsessed with ancestral blood and latent destiny, they had likely orchestrated the invasion because they believed that Gilgamesh's remains carried not just DNA, but a gateway to ancient memory and strength. And in that moment, the battlefield became a ritual site, memory hidden beneath helicopter pads. Senor M said it wasn't just war, it was the rewriting of history. And he warned me, when secrets of the sacred are found, the battlefield follows. You either control the origin or origin will control you. Want me to tell you what happened when a certain group called the Mantis Lords found out about that invasion? Oh, we haven't even started talking about the Mantis Lords. That'll be coming up next.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You walk up, there's 5 stars on the left, 5 stars on the right. Right? And then right in the middle is the 5-pointed star, which is balance. It's your 5 senses. All that stuff. So it says right here. You can read it. That's a rebellion. The key word is service of all her soldiers. Who is her? It's her. Iowa, her affections, like the rivers of her borders, flow to an inseparable union. Who is this woman on this statue? On a fruit, which is probably the apple that falls on your head. She's sitting on it, hiding it. This is the plow, and it's right underneath her. What does the plow mean in the Bible? When you plow something in the Bible. Okay. This is the woman, or the man that casted this out of bronze. That's an acorn. That's a diamond, as above, so below. There's the 5-pointed star. That's the Knights Templar cross. Right. And that's a knight's shield right there with the eagle flying, which is the sun. But there's more to this front facade. Do you see the 2 dragons and a man standing there with a staff? With the eagle on top of his head. There's 2 dragons, one there and one there. And all these guys' pictures. I'm sure they're all sons. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna walk around to the east side now.
Damn, where's that at?
Hey, so don't tell anybody I told you, but all sacred texts, the Bible, the Bhagavad Gita, the Nag Hammadi, the Quran, the Torah, the Gospels, all of them, even the ones I haven't mentioned here, are riddles that are instructions on how you can heal your anatomical, biological, physiological makeup from the inside out. Yes, it's a healing method. A lot of people tend to separate God from that which is natural without realizing that religion and spirituality is nature personified. It's nature given names. And so there is nothing more godly than nature. So let's start there. Which is why, from my perspective, science doesn't disprove nature, which is God. Science clearly establishes nature and God with empirical, verifiable evidence. The thing is, though, you have to use your wisdom to weave it together. That's what we're gonna do right now. Let's start with everybody's favorite word. Let's talk about it. What does this word even mean? Okay, because I know people are going to say, no, we need to define it with the Bible. Baby, if you go to the Bible, you're going to see the word blasphemy. You're not going to see the definition of the word blasphemy. So you need to go to the dictionary to figure out what the dictionary tells you that the word means. And then you can understand what the sentence is telling you in the Bible. So the word blasphemy, spelled B-L-A-S-P-H-E-M-Y, is defined as the act of expressing lack of reverence for God, irreverence towards something considered sacred. Now, taking it to the Bible, we know according to Numbers 23 and 19 that God is not a man. According to John 4:24, that's because God is spirit, aka ghost, aka invisible. And the reason why God is spirit, aka ghost, aka invisible, is because that invisible spirit, according to Luke 17 and 21, is within you. The kingdom of God is within you, which is God's dwelling place, which is why in Colossians 1 and 27, we also learn that Christ is in you. So the question then becomes, how can you show irreverence and lack of regard for that which is living, breathing, moving through you? Now, again, let's put the pieces together, right? If God is the ghost and the ghost is nature, given a name, personified, showing irreverence to God would be you showing irreverence to your own nature. Remember, death and life are in the power of the tongue. You can quite literally kill yourself with your words. But good news, you can also heal yourself with your words. Let's talk about how. From a biological, anatomical, physiological perspective, when we talk about the word blaspheme, we are talking about pH, potential of hydrogen. Hydrogen is an atom, and it is the first atom on the periodic table, which is why it is designated 1. Additionally, it is given the letter H. And because it is given the letter H, alphanumerically, we also give it the number 8. This is eternity. Let me explain. This word hydrogen, which again is the first atom on the periodic table and the atom from which all things come from, the atom which is and of all things, it's quite literally the fabric of our reality, which is substantiated by the religious text, which tells us, you do well to know that God is one. Demons know also and tremble. It's talking about hydrogen. And broken up, this word is 2 words. Hydro is water, and gen is generator or creator. So the hydrogen is the generator of consciousness, or the generator of water, which is above and below. 8. So when we talk about blaspheming the Holy Ghost, we're not actually talking about words at all. We're talking about words that become actions. And through those actions, you delete your consciousness, generator of consciousness. But you can't do that because it wasn't created, just like it could never be killed, which is a biological, anatomical, physiological, natural law. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Every time she pop on the screen, she drop gems. She drop gems every single time. How y'all feel? Was that a new rabbit hole for you? Was that not something? I'm glad she put it all together for me, because putting it all together completed the rabbit hole for me. But y'all let me know how y'all feeling. Let me know what y'all thinking. If y'all agreeing, if y'all disagreeing, if you got another angle you can add off of what she was saying. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all again. But until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably